Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
Hold tight. We're going to do top commenter of the day and get started. Just give me 5 minutes.
All I'm saying.
It's been a long day. So, apologies. My computer shut off and it decided it wanted to update while we was in the middle of doing the show. So, it is what it is, but we're going to move forward. Top commenters of the day goes to Nika, Hassan, Kayla, Lil 1316, and we get one more. Keisha, baby girl. Hey, Keisha girl. How you doing, Keisha? Hello, Chili Pepper. How are you? Hello, Aaliyah. Don's in here. Kira. Hey. Hi, Donnie. How are you? Hey, Kira. All right. Shout out to y'all who came in and stayed. I know that was a lot because this computer decided they wanted to update in the middle of the show, child. I couldn't control it. It was not my fault. Anyways, let's get into NXT. I'm not gonna leave y'all on it too long. We're gonna talk real quick and then we're gonna be done with it. So Grayson Waller hijacked the show and spoke a lot of high truths. Waller made it very clear what his intentions were. He talked about how he thought going to the main roster was the best thing that happened to him. He won titles. He thought he was on a high and thought he was moving forward. He beat legends. He had a great time. And then he hit a wall and his career took a nosedive. He became a second fiddle to the New Day. He wasn't getting the looks he used to get, and things just wasn't going his way. So he decided to, reinvest, get himself together, get himself in the best shape of his life, proceed forward, and make the best of a bad situation. And then he looked around and he saw that NXT was lacking. He saw what NXT was lacking. He said, the men on that roster were soft. They was complacent. They was just happy to be there. Meanwhile, the women was running laps around them. And not only that, 90% of that roster is not prepared to go to the main roster. And the remaining 10% are all women. Oh, Grayson was giving them hell. Okay? Now, to be fair, somebody had to. Because he wasn't lying. He didn't lie at all. And as he continued to go on and talk about how he was coming back to NXT for one thing, to get everything that he wanted, whether it be championships and just to be at the top of the mountain, because clearly nobody else was as hungry as he was. They cut his mic. He got out the ring and started talking to the camera. They cut the feed. Now, everybody assumed that Waller had left after that, but he had not. He was just waiting around for Cruz Montana and Tony D'Angelo to have their time, and then he would get involved in that too. For the rest of the night, it was pretty simplistic. Lola Vice cut her promo. Kendall Gray cut hers. They both were in their training situations. Now, what I did like was we saw some of the women who are trying to go after the titles, or who seems to be at the top of the mountain for the women right now. Izzy Dane, Callie, and Kaylani are all waiting to see who comes out of the underground with that championship, because they got next, as is Reina Volcan. Now, we also saw that Zaria is getting ready to gear up for her next opponent, and it just so happens to be Ren Sinclair. If Ren can beat Zaria, then Ren will go on to be the next one to challenge Zaria for her North American Championship. She will compete, but if she loses, she will lose her title to Zaria, because there is a title match happening next week for Zaria versus Ren Sinclair for the WWE Women's Speed Championship. And it seems the way that title is defended, there is a tournament. The tournament then determines the contender, and then that contender will challenge for the speed title. That happens for both the men and the women. So that title can be on a champion for quite some time before they actually defend it again, which is interesting, but it's not terrible. We also saw Cam Hendricks out there. I don't like that man, and a lot of people like him, and I just don't care for him. I just don't. The best way I can explain it is he had a good match with Miles Bourne. Miles Bourne beat him. There was a slight distraction for Mason, and anyways. Sorry, y'all. I got distracted. I apologize. Anyways, Mason made it very clear he was going after Cam and he wasn't going to stop. Well, Tavion was like, listen, why don't you just hold off on doing all of that? And he was like, no. I'm going to do what I want to do. Ain't nobody going to tell me I can't. Period, point blank. Well, the situation got volatile. Okay. Mason Rook came out there. Tavion was able to stop him. And right after the match was over, after Cam Hendricks lost, Mason went and attacked, and that's how that went down. So we had that. Then Miles and Tavion both got attacked by Vanity Project. They have to defend their titles against Miles and Tavion because they are trying to compete for the titles, and Miles could end up being a double champion, and Tavion could become a champion in his own right. What else did we see? We saw Jada Parker and Thea Hale have a moment. Jada thanked Thea for coming to her aid at the end of the match, during the match, and giving her a little out. And Thea told her she got her back. She's been nice to her. She has no issues with her, and that they cool. And she told her, hey, Stone told me that we have a match next week, a tag team match against Nikita and Carmen. And of course, Natalya will be there. And she's like, oh, bet. Jada's like, bet. If that's what they want to do, let's go. Let's get it. So, of course, Thea being a hugger, she hugs her and says, are you sure? Do you want to think? She was like, yeah, you have my back. I got you. So it seems like the girls are ready to go. Yeah? All right, cool. Now, like I said, we saw the promos for each one of the girls, for Kendall and for Lola Vice, talking about their underground match, which is next week. All right. Next week, you also will have a match, a tag team match, championship match with Vanity Project facing off against Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights. And like I said, there's a WWE Women's Speed Championship match with Zarya and Ren Sinclair. This is a title match. And then we have the tag team match with Jada Parker and Thea Hale facing off against Carmen and Nikita Lyons with Natalya in their corner. We saw the match between Tristan Angels and Shiloh Hill. Shiloh was able to best Tristan Angels once again. We also saw the matchup between OTM and Birthright, and that divulged into something that just it's breaking my heart because I really wanted OTM to be the next tag team. They were the only other tag team that came into the E outside of Vanity Project together, and they hadn't been separated since. They got plagued with some injuries, but like they haven't had a chance to get out of the blocks. And it's kind of like what happened with Idris and Malik, how they did them. I don't know what it is. If you're not Street Profits, like you don't really get no traction, and even the Street Profits don't get much. It just seemed like OTM was on the fast track to becoming tag team champions, and they superseded them and gave it to Dark State. And Now they're on a track to breaking up. So during their match, of course, before that match, Betos Del Mal showed up in the form of the Los Garzas. Garzas show up, and Price is not really concerned. Nima's like, hey, I don't need y'all out there, but thanks for coming. Appreciate y'all. Mad love, whatever. And they go out there to have a match. And instead of Pedros Del Mal standing in the back, they come out there anyway. It's very clear what they're doing. They want Nima to pick a side, and Nima's not picking a side. So it looks really bad when he's out there and he's getting distracted by Los Garzas, basically almost intervening in the match with the other members of Birthright. In my opinion, he should have just let it happen and hyperfixated on the match itself. Because he hyperfixated on Los Garzas trying to keep them out of the mix, he left Lucian to get his ass kicked by Uriah and Stacks. So they lost because of that. And he got beat down because of that. He came back in the ring trying to go talk to his big homie and be like, hey, man, that's my bad. Like, you good, though? And you could tell Lucian is not with the shits. He seems to be very irritated and very, very pissed off, which rightfully so, in my opinion, because it didn't have to go that way. He could have very easily just paid a fucking attention. You know what I'm saying? Now, after that, there really wasn't much going on. The last thing we saw, Lizzie Rain had her match with Izzy. Izzy and Lizzie went at it, but Shawn Spears came out there and cost Izzy Dang the match. That was pretty much all of NXT. Heading into the final stretch of NXT was a big moment for Cruz Montana. Now, Cruz is formerly known as Mike Santana. Cruz came in and basically was like, I never thought in a million years I would be able to say this, but I'm telling you that I am a WWE superstar, which he is. And congratulations, because that's an amazing feat. And he seemed very happy about it, And he said that he was coming there. He wasn't coming there to make friends. He's not coming there to shake hands. But he was coming after the NXT championship. And of course, Tony Hurd Championship came out and was like, yeah, you cool or whatever. But I heard you say my championship. And he said, I ain't done with it. So you can't have it until I'm finished with it. And Cruz Montana was like, let me just stop you right there. He was like, you can stop all that rah-rah and I'll show you what I am capable of. So he dropped the mic. Tony standing in his face. They talking. And all of a sudden, Grayson Waller comes up and they start brawling. Grayson moves out the way and Cruz just pretty much takes out Tony D'Angelo. And that's how the show goes off. I will say this. NXT was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. I want Tristan Angels and Shiloh Hill to be done. I feel like there's nothing else for them to do. And Shiloh has beaten Tristan too many times for this to continue into anything further than what it is, unless they decide to go into, October, where they finally do the Halloween special for NXT, and then they do that, and maybe that cursed tooth can come into play. But other than that, I have no desire to watch anything else with Tristan Angels and Shiloh Hill. It's just not my speed. They need to figure out what they're gonna do with Shawn Spears, Izzy, and Nico. Need to figure that out fast. Zarya ain't really had a true opponent, and I don't know when, and it's just irritating at this point. Figure out something to do with Zarya, give her a true opponent, put her up against Callie instead of having Callie stuck in the opportunity with possibly getting an opportunity for that title. Callie could be going after the North American Championship and having a stepping stone, because if I'm being fair, Kaylani's the one who deserves the title shot against Lola or Kendall Gray. I'm just being honest. She does deserve it. She's got the most out of all of them. She is the least one that has the most title shots. She's not had as much as Izzy has, and that's crazy. So, in my opinion, They need to hyperfixate on Kaylani if they plan on giving Kaylani the title in any capacity. Reina Volcan can be Zaria's next opponent if need be. Like, you can build these women up before putting them onto the main event title and still have room for that main event to flourish and be something else. So that was NXT, y'all. It wasn't really a lot going on. It wasn't nothing to like scream and holler about, except for Grayson Waller. He was the best part of the show. The best part. It was one of the best promos he's cut in a very long time. And it was an honest promo, and that's what makes it so good, is that it was honest and it was good. So long, glad I've been on the Walla Llama Ding Dong train. Sure, whatever makes you happy. Like, wasn't I just saying in the group chat that Grayson is what they want Theory to be characterized, but he don't got the juice. Grayson does, but Grayson doesn't have the physique they want. Grayson Waller definitely does have that physique now. If they wanted him to have the physique, all they had to do was tell him to bulk up. Real talk, I wouldn't have never pushed Theory over Grayson. And the crazy part is Theory's had multiple opportunities to be at the top of the mountain and he's had multiple opportunities at the top of the mountain, and he just doesn't hit. But they give him more chances than they give anybody else. Like, they gave Theory everything right out the gate. US title run, beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Like, he was heavily pushed and he still sucked. Microphone was terrible. Ring work was always solid, never bad, always solid. Not boring. He'll be the easiest game render they'll ever have if he lasts. Oh, child. You can make him now just use the old Shield pants in the creation suite, and you golden. Make who?
The fuck is that boy name? That boring boy on NXT.
Who? Cam Hendricks?
Yeah, him. See
Oh,
how unmemorable he is.
he the only one on the roster that I would describe as boring. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I just realized yesterday that Romeo was in that Minute Maid commercial.
Really?
He's the one who super kicked the machine, the one with Cody. Really, I can't talk. I don't know what's going on.
I thought it was a different dude that did that.
I said, wait to see him like everybody else. Good job.
Am I ready for SummerSlam Sunday and Saturday?
Are you ready?
I don't really care, honestly. If I'm being fair, I don't care.
It's really not.
I genuinely don't. It's a show. It's the best way to explain it.
The country as a whole has gotten complacent. No more revolutionizing. I don't know what happened to us. We're boring.
Are you late, Mikey? No, I didn't go live until about 15 minutes ago, so you're fine. Okay, so since you brought up SummerSlam, let's talk about SummerSlam.
Let's talk about Super Splash.
Summerfest.
SummerSlam is August 1st and 2nd. It is going to be on Saturday and Sunday. And it is going to start. They're actually going to start very early. The pre-show is at 3, I want to say, and it's for 3 hours.
Ridiculous.
The pre-show is 3 hours long. And then the show will finally start, I believe, at around like 7 or 8. Let me see if the banner. I think the banner.
Good job.
Oh, it starts at 6. Okay, well, that's even better. They start earlier so we don't have to be up all night. Very good.
Because if there's one thing Tiffany hates is when they keep her up like
Shut up.
that.
Child,
It
I be
is.
falling.
She be in the main event mad as hell, be like, I could be asleep right now,
No,
actually.
for real, I do be like that. If it's 12 o'clock and y'all still wrestling, I'm gonna be pissed off.
I
Like,
do, but
remember the
I ain't stopping my sleep.
But no, that one, it was like the Mania before COVID hit, before COVID Mania, and it was long as fuck. It was the one
Oh
that
my
Becky won
god.
the main event, and we
Child,
was all sick and tired.
I
I
remember when
mean, like you couldn't even think.
when it was Seth and Ambrose, and they was wrestling on some pay-per-view. I was like, I fell asleep, and I woke up. I said, "Y'all still at it?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ!"
All right. Predictions time. This is the match card for SummerSlam.
Except for the trip.
We got night 1 and night 2. I'm not going in order. Whoever come up is what come up. And y'all say who gonna win.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, another show I'm not watching.
Mania and Riyadh I may skip, depending on what the card looked like. All right, so this is the main event of night 2, but I might go back down. Let's go to it. Let's go to that. Okay. This is a night 1 match. Usos versus Solo, Knight, and Keys.
I'm going Keys Night in Mexico.
I don't want Bloodline.
Ooh,
Oh, switching up on us.
she's not down for the revolution.
I'm not
No.
down for. I'm down for knowing who gonna win. It's gonna
I'm
be the Bloodline.
in my mind that the bloodline's going to win. However,
I want Royce and them to win for sure.
mm-mm-mm.
Jesus Christ.
That's gonna
Rico,
take
you gotta pick one.
I don't care about these men.
pick a side, left or right.
Uh, I'm gonna go with Knight, I guess. And also just because I do like Solo's moveset a lot more than the other ones.
Okay.
Solo been hella funny as of lately.
That
And if y'all
bow.
haven't been paying attention, you're missing out. That man
I
is
knew he
hilarious.
was funny. That's why I was so mad when he was a square for so long. I'm like, damn, you boring.
He be cutting up.
And I fuck with him more now that he put his clothes away.
I came with you.
I was sick of him. I said, put him away. I don't want to see that on my TV screen.
Team Bella versus Fatal Influence.
Fatal influence,
This is
please.
the night 1 match.
Child, you're crazy.
Team Bella's gonna win.
Fuck them bitches.
Oh,
Yeah, well, they're winning.
what
Out
they
with the
do?
old, in with the new.
Which one's old?
The mothers.
I don't give a fuck about either one of them.
I mean,
Well,
it's
I
not.
know they ain't gonna have Nikki Bella come back
No.
for SummerSlam after being injured and missing out Mania, only for her to lose to them. No,
Well, before she got injured, she wasn't winning anything either. So
This ain't that.
she didn't have a Rico. What
she
She wasn't.
was losing before.
when she was
Losing.
a
Uh,
singles competitor?
yeah, before she got injured.
Baby, this is a whole
No,
different. That lady already
she
said
wasn't
she.
even there. Rico, babes. After she lost, that was it. She left, and then her and her sister showed up. They were winning. They weren't losing as a tag team. Then she got injured.
And for being honest, Paige and Bree just now started losing. They just lost last week, 2 weeks
Yes,
ago.
They can still lose. I don't care.
that's fine.
Anyway,
I don't even
I
like
love
the Bellas, and I think they gonna win.
And that's the crazy part is that you just.
I love my legends. Okay.
He can have them, but I'm not stupid. I know
I
what's
say
gonna happen.
grannies go to the back.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Bella's gonna ball, and so will Paige.
Bellas are a bust, I think.
Don't say that.
I don't want to see it. They can lose.
They work hard for those bust sizes.
For
Not hard
girl,
enough. Bree can't even get more than 3 minutes, so clearly she's not fighting hard enough.
She need her sister. You know, Brie wasn't the fighter.
And that's so
Brie
unfortunate.
was just real, and which is crazy to
now
me.
I'm being fair to Bree. Her teaming with Paige, they made a decent team. Her matches weren't bad. I just don't like watching her wrestle.
I feel like
That's
I'm in
Oh,
the
all.
Twilight Zone because
is that wrong to say?
give them the props.
I'm being fair.
You
As
know,
they
she
continue
that's
to
her way
team,
out.
I'm not a total dumbass. As they as they continue to team, she improved. She wasn't terrible. I just don't like her moveset. I don't like watching her wrestle. But from what I saw, she wasn't bad. They just, I mean, they're older, so their movesets it's a little slower. Match is a little slower, but it wasn't bad to watch. And they did what most veterans do. They use the ring awareness to their advantage. That's how they stayed champions for so long.
Hmm.
Love that for them. But them other hoes, it was 3-on-2. I was like, why the fuck didn't Nikki Bella bring her ass back when they went to Madison Square Garden? What the
That's what
fuck
I
was you doing?
taking care of her kids. She's a mother.
Bitch, I'm a
So is
mother.
Brie.
Brie got a husband.
She can hire a nanny. I don't want to hear that shit.
She's not a nanny.
Hire you a motherfucking nanny. The fuck?
She's a hands-on mother. Okay.
She can be hands on with a nanny. I
Mm-mm.
don't know what's wrong
She
with
can
you.
have an all pair and they can travel with her.
You on some bullshit today.
She said, you bitches say you can jump us and get away with it."
Yeah, they've been doing it. They've been doing it.
They got here.
They've been doing it for the last couple of weeks, bitch. That's what they did last week. That's how they took the damn title.
Ah! Sorry,
Anyways,
I got paid.
All right.
Danhausen is a Sunday night event. He will face off against Dominic on a money on a pole match.
Oh, money on a pole. We make it
Human
a
money.
rain.
Worth
Human
of
money's on the pole.
We make it a rain.
yes.
Who y'all
Then
got?
when the
Money on
human,
the pole match with the least sexiest ones out there. Okay.
yeah.
It's Danhausen.
Now them chicken heads don't get involved too.
I don't care. I'm going Danhausen.
I'm going down
I'm gonna
how
go Danhausen too, because the Dominic is cursed.
that's where the motherfucking money reside. What?
Right.
Because my auntie was
You
watching,
thinking
she
Danhausen too?
said, "Girl, that's the cash cow. He's gonna be on TV doing whatever the fuck he want to do. And you gonna see
Okay.
Okay.
30 minutes."
Gunther will face off against Nick Aldis, and if I recall, this is a night one match.
You better whoop his ass, Nick.
All right, stunner girl. I'm gonna show you how to stunt, bitch.
We all got.
Nick
Do y'all have
Aldis.
Nick
Nick,
Aldis,
but
formerly known as Magnus, or
yes.
do you have the Ring General Gunther?
I'm gonna say Nick Aldis And then this is gonna cycle back, and then Gunther's gonna get his one too. If you gonna just lay down, take that
Do you
shit.
think this is gonna be a continued feud?
It needs to be. Shit. And get Adam's ass out the motherfucking seat. Pissing me the fuck off again. This ain't the first time, it ain't the second, and it damn sure ain't the 10th. Doing this silly ass bullshit.
Wrestle guy picked Gunther. Really?
Gru can go somewhere. I don't care.
Gru,
Gru.
I'm sure he does love Danhausen. Good for Rocky.
I gotta watch that Hot Ones with him, Miz, Hit, Truth, and Damien. Jesus Christ.
You know what would make a good Danhausen would make a good Hot Ones cast. They need
Yeah.
to set that up.
I want to see like how long it'll take him to break character.
On there,
Yeah.
he did it.
Oh, he did
When
it.
did he do Hot Ones?
I just told y'all who was on it.
Danhausen?
Danhausen, Miz, Kit Wilson, Damian Priest, and R-Truth.
I didn't hear you say Danhausen. All I heard was Miz, Kit, Truth, and Damien.
I said he
Yeah.
was on there with.
Oh.
You didn't hear that part.
You have to do better, y'all.
Wouldn't have said it if I heard it. Shit. I ain't that crazy.
Sure.
Shut up, Don.
The girlies are fighting.
No, we're not. That's how we talk to each other. At least that's how Don talks to me.
That's how I talk to everybody,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
even the children.
I remember when Timmy sent us a voice memo and the child came up to him. He was like, "What?" It's like, "Don't bother me with that. Go over there. Go somewhere else."
Man, go do something safe to do.
Let's let him know that's right.
I think Nick's gonna win. I do. I don't think Gunther's gonna win. Unless some weird shit happens Friday.
You better go get Michaela. Shit, stop playing around.
Now, why would Adam get involved and cost Gunther the match? He don't like Nick Aldis, no way.
Okay, Scrap Daddy ain't gonna scrap.
If anything, he should have been one of the first GMs to fight because they've been disrespecting him since day one.
Literally. That's the one thing, because, like, again, y'all know I don't be keeping up. But it's like the one thing that I'm like, when did Nick Aldis become the one getting in the ring? And how all of a sudden is Adam the one who, like, how has Adam become the heel, like, GM, like, low key?
Because he doing raggedy ass bullshit.
Per the usual. No, I was eating pizza.
Oh, I love me some pizza.
He can't
What
run
was on it?
for shit.
Chicken bacon
Jack
ranch.
Raw's a fucking mess, but then he come to SmackDown and starts stinking up the motherfucking joint.
No, dead ass.
Like, how the
'Cause
hell
he
you
didn't
book
have to do Sammy
on
like
your
that.
show to defend his title? Is you crazy? I would have said, I'm not doing that.
Meanwhile, Trick didn't defend his damn title till SummerSlam. So nice.
He's not
But
even
you didn't give it to fucking Carmella. You gave it to goddamn WWE. You be on some bullshit, yo. This is a night one match. Oba's gonna be facing off against Brock Lesnar, and I can tell you right now, if what we saw on Monday is any indication as to what this match will be, they need to put this up first so we can get it out the fucking way.
It's always gonna be a bunch of bullshit.
Put it up first. Either way, Oba Femi gonna win. So I don't care.
Get that big bitch out of here.
Someone is a little hot about Adam the GM because he's a You can't be a sucker and then go to SmackDown and act like you got all the control. You go to Raw, Roman be dog walking your stupid ass, and you let him do it. You let him do it.
And Nick would never go for no shit like that. Whenever
Sure wouldn't.
he say, "Hey, get that shit under control because the shit you do over there is not gonna fly here." And whenever
I
you
don't
want
give a damn about you being
to
champion.
try to make decisions, make sure they come through me first because I run this show, not you, not the other way around. That's why his ass left and went to Raw.
Have you ever heard Oba's real voice? Yeah.
Yeah, when he first
You
got
know what he sound like?
He does have an accent, but it's very faint. He over exaggerates his accent because his character is obviously from Nigeria, but he really is from Nigeria.
yeah, he talked about that. He said it's not an act. That's truly
That
what
is his accent. Is just he
he said.
doesn't hold it back as much. He lets it come out. Okay, Kira said them middle fingers going hard as fuck. I mean, at this point, that was the least he could have done. Why? I'm like, why you ain't just bust through the damn gate? Nah, he is way higher pitched. Okay.
And that matters because
It doesn't really matter to me. I've heard and seen worse. Michael Jackson's voice was not as soft and high pitched as it was when y'all heard it either.
He had a voice.
It doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
and y'all shouldn't care either. Like True Tea.
Finn Balor,
Y'all are
Sami
weird.
Zayn is a night 2 match. This is the number 1 contenders match for the undisputed WWE Championship. I'm gonna be honest. I do not care who wins in this match. Both of them deserve it. If we're being honest.
But if I want a great, amazing, phenomenal story, I want Finn to win.
Yeah. I feel like oh actually I don't know, I don't want to say that. Never mind.
And then Sammy can get his match against Adam and get this shit out the way. This is definitely due. Telling me if I shut
I'm
the
okay
hell
with
up
either women.
to the plan. There should be no motherfucker.
I just hope he doesn't pull a Kofi. What made you say he's gonna pull a Kofi in regards to Finn Balor? It's an odd statement.
Is that what you're saying to in regards to his accent? You don't hope that he don't drop it. I mean,
He's talking about Finn, I guess.
over with the accent. I mean, it doesn't make a difference for me.
Back when Kofi was Jamaican,
Oh,
like heavily Jamaican.
He was never Jamaican. That's the problem. That was the issue.
they
Yeah.
did come out.
Stop
They
doing
did
it
hail
because
him from Jamaica, though. They did.
And then he had cut that promo out of accent, and then Randy said, "Aren't you supposed to be Jamaican?"
Yeah, by then he had already
he had
dropped
already
the
stopped.
Jamaican accent. But he
I
did.
do miss that theme song though.
They did start announcing him from Ghana, West Africa. Like I only remember the very early stages of Kofi being announced from being Jamaica, and then they just dropped it. And he still had his tropical entrance on the Titantron. You know, it still all came up the same. They just was like saying it was from Ghana, West Africa, and I was like, oh, okay.
Because the thing is, he may have dropped the Jamaica, but he had never dropped that rhythm. Okay.
No, he didn't lose the rhythm.
He still
I
got
don't think
funky with
Oba
it.
Baby's gonna
Some of y'all
drop
should
his
take
accent.
notes.
It's different for Oba.
Yeah.
He actually is Nigerian. That is a part of his identity. That's something
Now, if you would have
that's
said
not a gimmick. That is who he is. So it's not something he's just gonna abandon. That's not the way that's gonna work. And Oba's too strong-willed to do that. And if I recall, outside of Apollo Crews, he's the only other Nigerian wrestler WWE's had.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would love to be his manager. See, because I'm a over feminine. So I just do what he say. I said words that he won't.
hell no.
He gonna make it do what it do.
Hi, Brandy. All right, so everybody's picking a side. Some people pick Finn and some people pick Sami Zayn.
How dare you?
I don't care. Both of them have a good story and path to the title either way. And both of them got a serious chip on their shoulder to get the title back. So I'm fine with it. Go with whichever one.
We gonna get this money.
And I'm glad that Finn finally got his panties back.
Naked Finn has returned.
That's how we know he gonna stay winning now. He got his panties back. We got a show.
Yes, he's a baddie. He's showing his panty.
Okay, he's shaking like jelly.
We love him.
Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin, United States Championship. This is a night 2 match.
I'm gonna go with Trick.
I don't know.
For everybody black, but
I feel like they're gonna give it to
I'm
Corbin.
gonna go ahead and take his title back.
And I hate that because this is the second time they have scooted past Carmelo to go to somebody else. Like weeks before the big event is when they did it. In the midst of a feud. I don't know. Either way, it is what it is. I don't want Corbin to win it like this. But I mean, it would be a nice humble moment for Trick Williams because he hasn't had it yet, and he definitely needs it. And I hate to say that, but it's true.
I know this hurting your heart, Tiffany.
Not as much as you think. I really like Oba, but I don't want WWE to mess his character up. But having him randomly drop the thick accent.
Why are you so fixated on this? This is like such a weird, like stupid thing to fixate on. Like, what are you like when like I'm trying to like understand, but like it just doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna need you to just like not talk, actually.
That's not mine.
Like maybe like if you think about like talking about that again, just don't.
Shut up, Rico. I don't understand. I don't like I said, it's different for Oba because this isn't a gimmick. The Jamaican thing for Kofi was a gimmick. So it's different. It's not going to be something that he just drops randomly. His accent comes and goes. He doesn't keep his accent thick and heavy all the time when he talks either. And when he gets upset, you can tell that it's not as heavy as it was. So it's not something that he's just going to randomly be like, oh, this isn't going to be the gimmick anymore. He's going to be the ruler because that's what works for him. And it just seems like they're building him to be their next Brock Lesnar, which he already has the endorsement from Brock Lesnar. He's already on the fast track to being that. So I don't understand why you're hyperfixating on it either. I feel like it's not something to be concerned with, you know?
Like if anything, they're showing us that they're taking a lot of time and effort into building Oba, so it's like they're doing quite the opposite of what you're worried about. Like they're actively doing the opposite. So I don't understand where like this anxiety is coming from. Like they're not doing that.
I want Trick, but I have a sneaky suspicion that they're gonna put the title on Corbin.
It's not a sneaky suspicion, maybe it's the truth. It is divine order. It's what he did. He need his ass beat. Humble.
Well, we got one for Trick, and I picked Corbin because Something about this don't feel right.
I just don't see him losing it.
We're moving on. SummerSlam. This is also a night 2 match. Penta versus Chad Gable. I'm telling you right now, Chad Gable winning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good for Chad because he deserves it.
he do.
What you think gonna happen with Penta?
I don't know. If I was them, I would let Penta go dark after this, or he could team up with his brother Ray and try to help reinvigorate that tag team division. Because right now it does not exist unless you're in AAA.
That's good juice. I want that.
But I wouldn't mind seeing a Penta Dark running around, Penta Zero running around. Motherfucking WWE would be some dangerous ass shit. Well, it's fine. I don't need to apologize.
No, Rico, you apologize.
No.
Yeah. So hasty for no reason.
He said he apologized for his fixation, but Rico's just mean sometimes.
When the mood takes.
So there's no disrespect, man. I didn't take it as disrespect. I don't know. I just feel like I didn't correlate Kofi to Oba at all. It's mainly because they have different trajectories in how their careers went. I can understand if Oba was like not being used the same way that Kofi was, then I can understand that correlation. But it just doesn't correlate with each other, in my opinion. So you're fine. You got Chad Gable. Chad Gable is the winner. There's no other pick to be had.
I was having a conversation with my boss about this because I was like, I feel like, because Chad is really up right now, but I feel like if it, like, because obviously like, we know what they were intending with El Grande Americano, like, we know what they were trying to do with that. But I feel like him getting injured at the time that he did, and so that way them giving it to Ludwig and it becoming a thing where they have to, like, pivot it now. I feel like that was like the perfect thing to happen for him to get to this point now where he's about to get that belt.
I agree.
Like things had to happen this way. Like because yes, it was like they were really trying to be racist with El Gran Americano, but like it was just such a perfect flow of events.
Yeah.
It
I
sucks
don't
for a
think they
little bit.
planned it that way,
Yeah.
but it ended up working out that way.
And let this be a lesson to WWE that sometimes when people go down, you have to pivot. Like maybe you should pivot and change things.
They know that shit. They just don't want to do it.
And
Amen.
that's so unfortunate.
They do it when they want to.
Mm-hmm. All right. You're gonna pick Penta? I don't know, man. I don't think Penta gonna win, baby. All right. WWE Women's Interim Championship. This is the only match for the women that will be on night 2. There are no other women's matches on that card. So Friday we will decide which one of the women in that final match, qualifier match, will be in it. It is between Lash and Julia. Who knows who's gonna be in it? Hopefully it's Lash Legend. We need another black woman in here.
Yeah. You know what would be such a gag? Not even a gag. This would actually be horrible. But if like whoever wins the belt, like they pull the belt, they start celebrating, da, 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 and then Rhea comes back.
I will lose my shit. I'm
What
so
happened?
fucking for real. I would be so mad at that bitch if she do that, especially if it's somebody like Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be pissed.
What did she say?
He said if they win, if somebody in the chat then the match wins and then Rhea shows up, I'm gonna be mad as fuck.
I'm gonna personally fuck that bitch up.
That's
So
why I said I'm like,
scared.
because I said it was gonna be a gag. I was like, actually, no, this wouldn't be a gag. This would actually be horrible. But I had that thought the other day where I was like, what if like the match ends, we get an interim champion, and then while they're celebrating, Rhea comes out and does her little stomp.
That, I mean, it's gonna get a nice pop, but that would piss me off.
Because I'm like, I feel like it is just on brand for them right now to do some stupid shit like that.
Right.
Because it would have made everything so unnecessary. And I'm like,
Well,
but that's just
not
where we're at.
necessarily, because if they do that, she was cleared in time because they were waiting. And I hate when they do this, but they were waiting. They had no intention of making this interim championship match at all. So I don't think that this would be something that would be planned. I think it would be something that they would literally pop up with last minute for sure. Because if she was cleared before that, they could have been had her ass show back up and defend her title rather than do all of this weird shit.
Exactly.
You're welcome. So we got Charlotte, Jade, Tiffany, Chelsea, and you can take your pick between Lash or Julia. Unless they do something crazy like have Blake take out Julia and then Blake take her place, which would be kind of awesome. I hate that for Julia, but it would kind of eat down, and you could have some new blood in this bitch. Because Tiffany shouldn't even be here. That should be JC Jane right there, if I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even fuck with JC like that. But if we being real and you trying to start with the next generation, Tiffany ain't it. So
Because high key, they could have easily taken Tiffany out this match and made her do a triple threat with Julia and Blake.
the original plan was for her to have a match with Blake Monroe. That was the plan.
Fuck. God damn it.
Don't
Don't
tell me
ask me why they
anymore.
abandoned it. I don't know.
Every time like I find out something, I just get more pissed off.
That was the original plan. Tiffany Stratton was supposed to be defending her title against Blake Monroe. Because if you remember, the last person that she attacked was Tiffany. It was Tiffany, and then she attacked Chelsea, and she kept attacking Chelsea. And then after that, she attacked Tiffany. And there was never, and then they had a little meeting last weekend, and they was talking about how both of them were in the gauntlet match, and then she was just like, oh, well, you're so busy looking up. Just remember that a lot of people are looking up at you too. And I just wish they would have let Blake and Tiffany start a feud, because here's the thing. Her being in this interim WWE Women's Championship match was unfucking necessary. She is already a champion. It is her hometown. Have her defend her title against somebody else. If she didn't have a championship, fine. She's a former champion. Fuck it. Put her in there. But she's got a belt already. You could have had her, if you didn't want to put JC Jane in there, you could have had her and JC Jane have the title match. You already did it with her and Jade.
Well, it just could have been a fatal 4-way.
Like, you could have did anything other than this. Whatever.
I feel like high key they're delaying Blake because they know once Blake steps onto the scene for real, Tiffany is gonna be irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Like
if
she
that's
not
the case, then maybe you shouldn't have brought her in the first fucking place.
clock it.
Because that don't make no sense. She could have been fucking NXT Women's Champion or down there competing to be champion. If you was going to do all of that, you brought her up there. The least you could do is use her. She one of the best talents you got on the roster. God.
That would involve them thinking with their brains, and they've shown that they don't do that.
Rest of God pick Chelsea or Charlotte. I'll give y'all two picks. One you think is guaranteed, and the other one who might be a sleeper winner.
I say Jade or Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think it might be Jade Cargill that gets the title for sure. But I'm going to go with Charlotte as a sleeper. I would give it to Charlotte just to piss people off.
Charles. You know what? I think they're actually on her side now.
That could
Only
always
if
change on the dime.
as soon as she get that belt, they won't be.
Exactly. They only like Charlotte. They only like Charles when she down. They don't like her when she up.
I guarantee you, when Brock Lesnar loses against Obafemi, there will be no Brock Lesnar needs to face anybody. He's going home.
And I don't know why you want him to face anybody.
I don't
Everybody's
have
not like you, Rico. Sometimes people want to watch Brock Lesnar. You just gonna have to accept it. You just gonna have to
even face
accept.
the judge. Come on, that.
I
Charlie,
am
do we think
judging.
Jay wins just to continue the feud? It's highly possible, honestly. Um, I 1000% believe that Jay Cargill could win or Charlotte could win, and it could be over that belt. And of course, if Rhea comes back, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to see Rhea Ripley and Jay Cargill fight again.
No.
It's not that they didn't do good, they didn't have a good match, because if we're being fair, Jay Cargill took Rhea Ripley to her limit, but that also has a lot to do with Rhea Ripley's current weight. I don't think she does well at this weight.
And the thing is, Rhea herself has mentioned, like in an interview, it was before Mania, where she literally said that she is kind of dealing with an eating disorder.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I feel like them continuing to work her this way when she's said that openly, publicly, that is very reckless and irresponsible. And I think she's also irresponsible for doing that.
What? Okay, wait a minute. Back up. What? How is she irresponsible for it?
Because it's like, well, okay, maybe not her, but it's just like, I feel like if you know,
You
if
should
you're
be.
aware of the problem, I feel like you're at a point now where it's like your spot is secured in the division. If you know you need to like take a breather to get yourself together, I feel like she is at a position where she can do that and she will be fine.
Okay, so where does it? I'm confused as to where the irresponsibility comes in. Like, is she
Because
not
that's
supposed?
like she's continuing, because it's like seeing her continue like working the way that she does. Because I've noticed that there was like a decline in her matches when like I do, because I was like still like tuning into like some of her matches and stuff like that, and like she's not, her power isn't the same. Like her powerhouse game is not the same as it used to be. Like she's struggling more to pick bitches up. She's still pretty good, but like there's just certain moments where I was like, oh, she's not as clean as she used to be, and I can tell it's like she's not like 100%. And I feel like if you know that you are not there, because clearly it's like mentioning she, because she also mentioned that she also has had like consistent back issues that she hasn't taken care of either. So it's like if your back is fucked up and you're also going through like a weird relationship with food, those are two things where your ability in the ring is a little bit compromised.
And she
And I'm
also
like,
shoulder isn't 100% either. It's like at
huh?
70. Her shoulder.
Yeah.
Didn't let
And
that
it's
heal.
just like if your main thing is picking bitches up, like that is your shtick, like you're a powerhouse girly, and you know your back is fucked up, your shoulders fucked up, you're not at you're like you're putting yourself at risk to either injure yourself, which she has, or you can injure someone else. And it's like again, I'm like I feel like it is a little irresponsible for you to be aware of these issues. Management is aware of these issues as well because you've publicly stated it at this point, and yeah, it's like you're continuing to be played. And like yes, it's like she doesn't control her booking like that, but it's like you can take the time off. Like you can demand that time off. We've seen it done before. Where someone goes in and says, "Hey, like I need a little bit more time. Like I actually need to do this. I need to do that." Like if you truly like care about your health and well-being and the well-being of the people you're going up against whose lives are in your hands and you know that you're not 100%, like you can say, "Hey, I need to get myself together. I need to take a step back." And she didn't. And that's how her ass got injured.
Um, I don't know if I entirely agree with that. Okay, so I don't think that if she believed that her issues were debilitating or if WWE believed that, they would step in and remove her themselves. Where I have an issue is that there's no way that you're going to tell a person whose entire livelihood is wrestling and that's what she's always wanted to do. That's all she's ever wanted to do. And she's at a point in her career where this is what she's been working for. There's no way she's going to sit down for that. I wouldn't call it irresponsible. I think I will call it um she is overzealous. And I think that because there's been no conversation about her injuring anybody or being
I'm not saying
unsafe.
necessarily like
No,
she is
no,
like,
I get it. I'm just saying there's no but conversation of that. I'm just saying you can't expect for her to look at it and be like, okay, obviously I'm not okay to do this anymore, so I'm gonna sit down. She doesn't believe that she's not okay. She says that she was actively managing her eating disorder. It'd be different if she acknowledged that she had a problem and she's like, it's really getting out of hand, but I'm gonna keep fighting anyway. That's not what she said. The rhetoric is I'm managing it right now, and that's all that's happening. But she's not admitting that she has a problem. So it's not like she's just like, yeah, I have a problem and it's getting out of hand. It's too much for me. I'm losing weight. Things are not working. No, she's not saying any of those things. So that's why I'm saying I don't think it's irresponsible on her part because she doesn't think that there's anything wrong. She doesn't think that she's doing anything wrong. She thinks that she's fine. The injury is doesn't have to do with one thing, doesn't have to do with the other. It's just it's a part of the job, which I'm pretty sure that's how she feels. And
and I
then be
know
like,
that's how she feels, but also it's like to me, just with the way that she's at now, because she has said that the reason she's not as bulky as she used to be is because of her back issues, because she can't exercise the same way. So it's like if this back and shoulder injury is bad enough to where your regimen is fucked up and you've leaned out so much, and then you add the like, oh, I kind of got this going on, but I'm taking care of it, like this little eating disorder thing, and that's also factoring in. I'm like, to me, those three working in tandem sounds like there's a problem.
I mean, yeah, because
yeah,
honestly,
it's gonna sound like that to you because you're on the outside looking in, Rico.
but that's usually they say when they have stuff like that at this capacity, it's not really being handled. I don't know for certain, but it does sound like a recipe for disaster.
I mean, the same thing could be said about Seth Rollins and his issues.
And I clock it with Seth too, because he's crazy for that. And I also think he's can be very irresponsible and reckless. And he also has a past of injuring people, not as much anymore, but like he did. So he also gets overzealous at times.
I think that in order for her to understand that it's problematic, she's got to see it as problematic. And most people who have an eating disorder, they have to hit rock bottom before they see it as problematic.
And that's very unfortunate. And again, I'm saying this as someone who also struggles with an eating disorder. And while I haven't hit rock bottom to see that it was a problem, it's like I see a lot of warning signs and a lot of alarm bells are going off in my head. And I'm like, and I just feel like her continuing, because it's like her mentioning it publicly. It's one thing if like years later she had said something like, oh yeah, during that time I was dealing with it. No, she's openly publicly stated it. She stated it before Mania. And just that whole interview that I remember watching it, I was like, this sounds like you need to take a break. Like you need some time off. Like you need to get your like, and then they could let her win the belt. And I was like, that's not gonna end well. And I feel like her injury is probably playing because we don't do we even really know like what her injury is, like how they said it.
Yes, a meniscus tear.
Oh, okay, so that's the knee.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Oh, damn. So now your back, your shoulder, and your knee fucked up.
Yeah, and I think it has a lot to do with her weight. And it's the same thing I used to say about Nikita. Nikita, at her weight, at the heaviest that she was, her body couldn't do what it needed to maintain itself in the ring. So the legs went first because that's what she's using the most. Same thing goes for Rhea. She doesn't have the weight anymore to support it. So it is more prone to injury because she's cut so much weight. And though it's a compound issue, it has to do with her eating disorder and losing, obviously, some of your muscle mass.
You gotta learn
So
how to.
I can understand from the outside looking in how it's like you see that, look, you're going and going and going and going, you're not stopping, you need to take a break, you need to, recover and get yourself together. That is true. I won't call it irresponsible though. I will
I
say
feel like it is because it's not like, because we've seen it happen before where it's like if someone does take that time off, like we know that the industry is fucked up enough to where people will ignore things just because it's like, oh, I'm finally getting my spot, I'm finally getting there. Rhea's been at the top for a while now. She's been up there. It's not like, like she's really hurting for any opportunities. Like, yes, she's like, she won this belt back from Jade, but we all kind of knew that like she didn't need the Mania match. She didn't need the Mania win. She didn't need it. So she is in a position where she could have taken the time off that she needed and she could have demanded that and she chose not to. And so I will call it irresponsible because it's like, you're fucked up right now. You're not doing good. And now you're fucked up even more with a new injury when all of this could have been avoided.
It's like the same thing with Becky too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's entitled to his opinion. I'm not. I can't tell her what she can and can't do or what she should and shouldn't do because they're gonna do what they want to do, regardless, every single time, and it's almost to their detriment. Which all of them are like that. She is not the only one. All of them are like that. They will do this till their bodies can't go anymore, and that's just the truth. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with her mentioning her eating disorder. Um, I don't really have an issue with it. Do I think that it's sad that she has an eating disorder? Yeah. Mentioning it doesn't bother me as much. And I think that people should be more open about the things that they're going through. So I don't have a problem with that.
For
Uh,
me, it's just like I recognize the way that she brought it up. Like I recognize like it was like when she was like, "Oh yeah, I kind of just have it like when I'm kind of like to me like I've done that before." So like I know exactly like if you're at the point now where you're like talking about it publicly, it's at a point where like you can't deny it anymore. And so that to me is more indicative that it's like a bigger issue than it is cuz someone who has an eating disorder isn't going to fess up if they can keep hiding it. If that makes sense. But
okay. Um, did anybody make their picks or are we still?
I made mine.
No?
I think Don
Mayor,
said Jaden or Chelsea.
did you take a pick or are you good?
I hope it's Lash because I want Lash to get it.
Okay. I got Io Sky and Liv Morgan.
Yo.
EO.
This is gonna be a night one match. They're not gonna put them on night two. Uh I'm sure Io Sky will win this. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about that either. I just want Liv Morgan to lose the title. Sometimes y'all are weird in the comments. Baron Corbin doesn't need to be. Are you behind? you. Um. No, Baron doesn't need to be tricked, but he more than likely will. It is what it is, unfortunately. Want Chelsea, but thinking Jade. Okay. Io can end this 103 days of nothingness. She's had the championship for 103 days.
Yeah.
Hey.
She's just now defending it.
Oh. Wait, she hasn't defended the title since Mania?
No. At least not that I can think of, because I mean,
Who? Liv?
Liz.
yeah.
Yeah, her or Rhea.
Rhea defended it.
Did she?
Yes. Against Jade.
Injured. I guess it don't really count to me. But
Nigga, hell no. It counts.
because it's the
It
same
counts.
person 3 damn times. It don't
It's a
count.
title defense. It was a feud. What was
Child, that shit could have been dead after the second round.
that's not the point. That is not the point.
It's not the perm.
It's my point.
Oh.
I swear to God.
Period. Step in the booth.
If it was on last EO, if not Live.
But no, she
It's
has
not
not
gonna be on last.
All she's been doing
Night one. Night one is gonna have Cody and CM Punk as the last match. For sure.
Put herself inside that damn tournament, the Queen of the Ring tournament. She made it all the way to the finals.
Hasn't defended it once.
Is that 4 weeks? 4 weeks of not doing. And she wasn't doing shit prior to that.
That's fucking annoying. Okay, we're going on. Cody and Punk.
I'm gonna say Punk.
I'm gonna say Punk as well. I know that's your man, Tiffany, but I'm gonna say Punk.
No. No, I don't care who wins this match at all. Either way, both of them got to see Sammy somewhere. So it doesn't matter.
Come see about me.
But more than likely, it'll be CM Punk after all the people he called out. And plus, Cody they gotta make him lose so he can turn into a tiger. It's the only way.
Oh, we finna get Homelander.
No, I hate you.
And Cody always saying he don't want to turn heel, and he always like the fans really don't want to see that. And it's like, nigga, you know exactly what they want to see.
This is what the people want to say.
And I can't wait because I'm just gonna be sitting there. I'm like, you niggas asked for this.
I can't wait to the bullshit.
You niggas asked for this. This is what you wanted. I don't want to hear no complaining either. I'm 50-50 on this, but it's just more likely to be Punk winning. I do think it's gonna be Punk, but like I'm with Damian on this one. Damian Priest was just like, we tired of seeing the same motherfuckers at the top of the mountain. I'm like, how come you didn't say that shit to Roman?
Okay. Right.
Nobody's saying that shit to Roman, but you yelling at Cody and CM Punk about it though. Okay.
The only one standing is LA Knight, and he ain't getting shit.
Nah, dead ass. He been standing on business this whole time. Cody with the Rock interfering to get Riyadh Rocky versus CM Saudi Punk. This is a wild ass statement right here. The Rock ain't gonna be nowhere. If he show up,
he might. He might. Since Moana live action flopped, he might need the money.
Oh. It flopped because he was in it.
Exactly.
They just put the second one out, what, last year?
Yeah, and then they put the live action out.
Live action coming out. Why?
I'm like, damn, I ain't even get to see the second one. Goodness.
And then they made it so like all like Which I know why all of like Disney related like CGI like movies, I know why they're all gray because the like the darker like tone and like the darker shadows casted hides the CGI better. But it's the fact that like Moana is such a bright movie and they still made it gray as fuck.
I don't really care to watch the live action. I mean, it's good for the girl that was in it, but they could have picked somebody else to do the
I
demigod
guess
part.
I guess we do know how far she'll go.
Not that damn far.
They picked Punk. I'm gonna stick with
She gonna stick with
I'll
some.
make it so that it's off kilter. I'll pick Cody just for the hell of it. But I don't
Mm.
think he gonna win.
What I need Cody to do is to dye his hair back to black too.
If he dye it back black, he can't be Homelander with black hair. But Cody Black would be some fire ass shit.
He need to get that.
I
that
want to
bro-
lust after him again.
he need that broken road song back.
Broken Joe.
Oh,
It's always broken beards. Okay.
tell him slow that Kingdom song down. Slow that shit down.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Final match, night 2, main event is Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. They've been hyping it up like it's gonna be the greatest thing since sliced bread. And after Monday, that terrible ass brawl, y'all gotta pick one.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be another DQ.
That would suck, but it would make sense.
I feel like they want to milk this feud for like another decade, so I feel like they're gonna make it another DQ.
I
Shut
don't think
up.
it'll be for another decade, but I do think they would do their best to try to push it all the way out past Money in the Bank so they can fight going into War Games, and then so that they could possibly end it at the next PLE, which would be what, Crown Jewel. But even then, depending on who's champion, Roman's gonna be going up against CM Punk or Cody for Crown Jewel, and you know he gonna get that Crown Jewel championship because he ain't got that title either.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care who's gonna win this. That's not true. I want Seth to win. I want Seth to win just so he can continue to stick in Roman's craw. I really need that.
It should be called Brother SummerSlam.
Right.
These brother offs. Jesus.
Because Roman, after this, after he beats Seth, he has no true adversary.
Seth been eating his ass up though.
He has, but I'm saying,
As you said, you didn't give a shit. Now you care all of a sudden. Now you need this.
right.
You're crazy. Y'all see how delusional this man is? I want
I'm
Seth
going
to
for Seth, even though he might not. He not gonna win. I'm hoping he wins. Roman Riyadh versus Saudi. What is going on with the nicknames?
It's getting weird.
What is
Roman
happening?
Riyadh.
I'm so annoyed.
Please, I'm too
Why?
high.
Why do you keep doing that? I'm
It's
so
upsetting me
upset.
and my homegirl.
What? Why?
Because if you can't get Obed El Noche, then where the hell can you go?
I be trying to read it, and he just randomly put Saudi and Riyadh in there.
Please,
I
she
feel
already
like
have a hard time enough for saying those two.
I already be messing shit up naturally. I do not need you to help me, please. Because I'll say Vic and Joseph in a minute, and know it be Vic Joseph. No.
She said, "We got Grayson and Waller down in NXT right now."
Ah, I hate it. Do not help me. Please just make it right.
I know you was fighting for your life trying to say Lizzie and Izzy.
Oh, God. I almost said
Izzy
Lizzie
Rain
and
and Lizzie
Rain
Day.
when we was talking. I almost was like, I couldn't get it out. I was like, I know they're different people. I know that they are, but my brain is gonna make it all lump together, and I'm gonna look like a damn fool. Well, ain't gonna be no different than any other day. Let it ride. Whatever. All right. Who we picking? I already picked Seth. I think I want Seth to win. I don't know if he's gonna win. I want him to win.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, there we go. Great job.
Huh?
Good answer. Great job.
Yeah, because nobody picked anything.
Oh,
That's the same.
oh, well, no, I said DQ. Never mind.
You
No.
did say a disqualification.
I already made my pick. Never mind. I'm off the hook.
Wow.
Y'all be easy.
That crazy, Brand. That's crazy. Roman, Lil picked Roman. Aaliyah picked
Which,
Seth. Seth
which
winning would be good. It would just cause enough chaos to just make you be like, oh yes. And then Seth, he gonna be rubbing that shit in, right?
like a motherfucking masseuse.
Like I need it, right?
Ooh.
I mean, the disqualification is a pick. It depends on the disqualification. He don't care who get disqualified.
I feel like they're gonna take it to the outside and they're gonna do a double count out.
I mean, that's very, very possible, but that's a very lackluster ending. All
But
this hype and
we've been
all
getting a
this
lot of lackluster
bullshit.
shit, so I feel like it is in line.
Nah, not for SummerSlam. For a Monday Night Raw, yeah. But for SummerSlam, that sounds like some Michael Hayes bullshit. He need to be fired too.
You're fired.
All right. That is SummerSlam, ladies and gents. That's it. That's all. I ain't got nothing else for you today. Except for the 6 brown chicks, like we always do. We're gonna go over next week's NXT real quick, but I want to give you some housekeeping. So if you haven't seen, I did post 2 shorts today. One of them is talking about Sirius XM and WWE Radio and WWE's acquisition of that channel. It was at one point Fight Nation Combat Sports channel, and it was channel 156, and they've since moved to WWE Radio. So WWE Radio will have Busted Open Radio, Cody's podcast, Stephanie's podcast, Undertaker's podcast, and it will also do simulcasts of Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. So you'll be able to listen, but you won't be able to see it. And they're going to do live coverage of the PLEs, and Vic Joseph and Booker T will both do the commentary for SummerSlam and probably going forward for the rest of the big PLEs. So if you don't have access to ESPN and you want to at least hear the show, Sirius XM has it for you to listen to. Vic and Booker T give you live coverage of the premium live events. Now, the other thing was Stand and Deliver and AAA's Eternal Glory is in 2027. These will both be in New York City in Madison Square Garden's smaller venue in the Infosys Theater. And that is where they're going to have like their mania moment for Stand and Deliver for NXT. And then they'll have a PLE also for AAA there as well. They'll be on the same weekend as far as I know. I think Stand and Deliver will be that Saturday and Eternal Glory will be that Sunday. And I'm not quite sure. I don't know if this will all happen Mania week. I'm not sure, because I was looking it up and I didn't get to see everything. But the last thing about the wrestling news is the CW network and the WWE ESPN partnership. So ESPN and CW came to an agreement where they would acquire CW Sports and stream it in ESPN. So everything that CW streams, from women's basketball to volleyball, they do a lot of NASCAR racing over there. There is some Olympic or amateur wrestling that they do over there on CW Sports. They have a lot of stuff. All that stuff is going to go to the ESPN app, including NXT. NXT will stream simultaneously on CW and on ESPN Unlimited. So if you can't access the CW network, you can get NXT through ESPN Unlimited. But if you don't want to do that and you want to do what the rest of the world is doing, get a VPN and put your shit to something overseas and you can watch it on Netflix. You're welcome. Anyway.
You're welcome.
I think that makes it more interesting with the different announcers. I don't know if they're going to do different announcers for each event. I think they're going to stick with Vic and Booker T if they do well. But the one thing that people were concerned about with this Sirius XM thing was Thunder Rosa had to leave Busted Open Radio because she's an AEW wrestler and she is still affiliated with AEW. And unfortunately, WWE was like, yeah, she's got to go. She's not a part of the company, which is fair. You know, they bought them. It is what it is. They
They
also
said, no, ma'am.
Yeah, they also stopped talking about AEW, which I mentioned in my shorts video, which if you want like the full video, just go and watch the shorts. The shorts are up. You can go watch it and hear everything for yourself. But just to briefly cover it, they stopped talking about AEW July 16th. So this acquisition of that channel and WWE moving their branded products over to Sirius XM was happening for quite some time. And then Thunder Rosa put out the message that she was leaving and she was done. And I think that was a few weeks ago when she made that announcement. So shit is getting real out here in these streets. There's World Collide in September for AAA, NXT, and I think TNA. Oh, Worlds Collide is in September. Very, very interesting. I will be talking to you guys about the TNA Knockouts tournament next week. I'm not going to cover it this week because I haven't done enough extensive research, but I will be going live over on Down for the Counts channel Sunday, and I will do a full rundown of the last couple of weeks of wrestling. I might do it Monday morning because Sunday is going to be SummerSlam still, and I just don't want to do it. And I already still have to cover SummerSlam, so for the Down for the Count, so it's a lot. So I'll go live Monday over on Down for the Count, and I will talk to you guys about everything that we didn't get to cover over there since Nicole has been out and Alexis. So yeah. If you aren't top talent, then you aren't top talent. If AEW wants to put up a fight, Tony needs to get his pops to buy a Sirius XM channel. I don't think AEW is putting up a fight. I think what happened was very simple. It's a conflict of interest for an AEW wrestler to be on a WWE owned podcast. And just like WWE wouldn't allow their superstars to be on a podcast that they couldn't, own or have ownership in, AEW wouldn't like that either. That podcast was independently owned at one point, but when they sold the rights and everything to WWE and then became employees of WWE, Thunder Rosa was still under contract. So she was obligated and bound by contract to leave. It's not a Tony Khan thing. It's just what the contract says.
Sometimes it ain't personal. It's just business.
Yeah, it is. It is generally just business. Not to mention, let's say you owned a tire shop, right? And one of your employees was under contract with you to work with you throughout to 2027. And then that tire shop is, you sell the tire shop to another company, including the contract, but they decide they want to, continue working for a different tire shop. It's not going to happen. If the contract says that they can't do that, they simply cannot do that.
Otherwise, you would be in violation of said contract, and you can
And
open
that
yourself
could
up to
cause you to be
litigation.
sued. Right. Like that's what's happening now with Ryan Nemeth. He tried to sue AEW and he wanted to keep it. The thing with Ryan Nemeth's contract is that he actually sued AEW for breach of contract and verbal agreements. His problem is that he is having a hard time proving that.
Mhm.
And he also wants it to stay out of arbitration. And the contract clearly says that if you decide to sue AEW, they require it to be done through arbitration. And arbitration is, for lack of a better word, it's easier for a person, a man or entity who has a lot of money to choose arbitration, because once the arbitrator decides, there's no turning back from that. It is what it is. Whereas with a trial and a judge, you can appeal that. You can,
Yeah.
appeal it and get it returned over.
And that's why you got to know the beast that you're going up against.
But people
Gotta
are
read
acting
that
like
fine
it's the
print.
worst thing in the world that Busted Open sold to WWE. And that's mainly because WWE is the big evil corporation. If they had sold to AEW, there would be a similar response as well. But more people enjoy AEW than they do WWE. But they know what it's like. WWE is a corporate monster. And because Busted Open Radio is going to be a WWE entity, that means they will no longer be able to cover any company that is not affiliated with WWE. So that's no AEW. That's no New Japan. That's none of that. You have to leave those behind, which cuts off a lot of their streaming capabilities, their abilities to be able to talk to multiple fans. You won't see that anymore. But like I said in many videos, instead of hyper fixating on what Busted Open Radio can't do, go seek out other podcasts that do it. Marks with Mics is a good one. Good Get Your Podcast, Know the Ropes. There's one that Lovely is a part of that I can't think of the name of, but you've got Black Wrestling podcast, King of the Ring, or King of the Ropes. I want to say, I think it's King of the Ring. There's a couple podcasts that are really good, and they hyper fixate on everything about wrestling, not just WWE. You know what I'm saying? No, not you. Just anybody in general who's listening. You can find other podcasts to listen to that cover everything. My number one pick would be Black Wrestling, Get Your Podcast, Culture Podcast, and Know the Ropes. They cover a wide variety of stuff, and you would be satiated with them.
My pick is Down for the Count.
It's very biased, but thank you. It's extremely biased, but thank you anyway.
I'm gonna be honest though, like I feel like even though like I did say that as a joke, I feel like I really don't listen to any other podcasts because I feel like I'm like, as I know, I just like how y'all break things down.
I don't listen to some. I listen to some of my friends' podcasts every now and then, but I try not to because I have a tendency to steal people's shit.
Nope.
I will hijack. I'm like, oh, that's a cool segment. We need to do that. And I will take it. So I'm like, to protect the integrity of their shows and their segments, I'm just not going to do that. Unless it's something that I feel like I can't pull off, then I won't steal it.
Tiffany
I'll do
said, it's safer for everyone involved if I mind my business.
No, because I'll think about how their show is run, and I'm like, we need to implement something different. Maybe I could try to use this because it seems like something that works for them, and I don't like doing that because that's somebody else's creative property, and it just, my brain is just like, that seems to work. That's something that works really well, and I want our podcast to be more interactive. I think it would work better if we were in person, because sometimes it can be a little difficult when we're just talking. But which is why I can't wait if we go to the cabins. Like, I would want to do an episode while
Oh
we're
my
all
god.
there. That would be a fun time.
I remember when I went to your house and I saw your little setup. I said, look at this.
Yeah. That's not even dead ass. I'll be in my bed. Like every time. Now I used to film in my room in the spare bedroom in the house, and that's where I had the microphones and shit at. I had mics, I had lights in there with and I had a green screen. I had everything. I still have it. It's just I don't have the space anymore. So I had to condense everything down. I couldn't use my microphone anymore. Um and I had to like switch to smaller mics, the shirt mics, so I can use those. And that works a little bit better for me, but like I do miss my older setup because I used to use my iMac to record a lot, and that was a better setup for me. The sound quality on my computer was better. I just liked it. I might get a new
uh,
iMac and get
that
that one
reminds
too.
me, I have to really like, because again, like my promotion for this new job goes in next Sunday. And I was telling Don that I'm like, I'm really gonna have to like lock in and save up for a new computer because my laptop is so old. Because I got my laptop, it was my parents' like graduation gift for me in 2020, and I think we got it on a deal because I don't think it was like a new. It's like it's a Lenovo, and I was trying to look up the model of it, and because I was trying to trade it in, I was trying to see the trade in value. It's
And you
too
can't
old to
find
trade
it.
in. It's too old to trade in
Yeah.
because I know we got it. It was like we got it on like a deal, and I remember when we first got it, the computer had like a technical issue, like it wouldn't like it would start up, and then the minute I would like try to do like the setup process, it would restart itself.
Yeah.
So we had to send it back, and they sent us a new one for free. And I've had it since 2020, and I be forgetting that like tech is not supposed to last that long. So like earlier this year I was trying to like, because that's why I haven't been writing for real, because like every time like it takes forever to boot it up, the battery life doesn't last that long. And then like trying to do Google Docs and type in with the computer like that, it's just like it's so slow. So I was starting to use my iPad, but my iPad is also very old, so now I can't access Google Docs on my iPad because it says I need to be at a certain iOS like thing to access the Google Doc, and I'm not there. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll go back to my computer. But then my computer suddenly started popping up, end of support because it can't run Windows 11.
What is happening?
My laptop can't run Windows 11. So like every time I get a pop up, because I thought I'm like maybe I'm behind on like my update. So I was trying to update it, and it was like actually no, like this is the end of support. Like you can click on this link to like get like another year's worth of usage out of the computer. And so I tried to click on the link, but then the link wouldn't load. So I think my laptop's just cooked, you guys.
Yeah. My God, today.
So that's why I haven't been writing. Because I could do it on my phone, but like Google Docs on your phone doesn't have like a lot of the like formatting stuff. And I like to do like a certain type of form because you've seen how I write. So it's like, but like a lot of like the page breaks and stuff like that, just I can't do them on my phone very well.
Yeah.
So chat, I'm cooked. I don't know what to tell y'all. So I got to save up to get a new computer. And then I think I'm finally like once I get the new computer, I think I'm finally gonna buy Ableton Live, and I'm gonna start like I'm gonna buy, because if you buy it, you can either use it for free or you can buy it once and you have it forever, and it comes with like a free little class. So I'm gonna teach myself how to do beats again, you guys.
Wonderful.
And then I too can be like Janae and make beats for y'all.
He said, I do.
Making beats for a boring dumb bitch, fucking gnarly. Anyway, but yeah.
That is fucking nuts. That don't make no damn sense.
I didn't know that like tech doesn't. I mean, like it's like I just didn't think about it, and then now I think about it. I'm like, you know what? It has been like about 6 years since I've gotten my laptop. It has been this long. Like I'm like, it's not supposed to last this long. I just didn't think about it because time doesn't really exist to me sometimes.
Ciao. All right. That's crazy. She's trying to reach the pearly gates. Okay.
Oh, my laptop.
Yeah, it's dying. It's dead, babe. She gone. She's like, please let me die in peace.
No, I still need her for something. She can truck along a little. It's the same. I'm realizing now I treat everything like I treat my
It's
car.
just like you treat your car. Just like you treat that car. Poor Gladys.
Hey, Gladys is doing wonderful right now. I still got a light skin tire though, and I do need to fix that.
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
so, but I'm sure. Oh, and it is time for me to get another oil change, so I probably shouldn't do that soon too.
Probably. Oh, before we get into SVC chat, Willow did win the women's championship. She is your new the AEW women's champion, and then Maya World won the TBS title. So she's the new
Black
TBS.
girls are up, you guys.
Yeah, AEW did that. Now only for
I
y'all to
don't care.
let
I'm in
Mercedes take
Mercedes.
it from her at All In is crazy, but whatever. Yeah, Mercedes is going. If Willow keeps it when she goes to London, because they have an All In London. If Willow keeps it, she'll be facing off against Mercedes at All In London. Yeah. Mikey said, "Give it a moment of silence for the laptop. Yeah, pray on it. Pray about it."
Hey, she's still kicking. Okay, I can boot her up right now. It's going to take her about 5 minutes before I can log
She
in, but
is
she will boot
dead.
up.
Let her die.
No, it's not over until I say it's over. She can keep
Willow
going.
is the first ever Grand Slam champion. That's pretty fucking cool.
That is really cool. It's always the ones you least expect that end up getting like something crazy, like Grand Slam champion,
Like Bailey did. Yeah.
like Bailey, like Miz.
Yeah.
Miz is a two-timer too, and that makes it even crazier because it's always the ones that you're just like, I didn't think they was gonna do that to, like they was gonna give that
I
to
didn't think
them.
he was gonna do nothing. I can tell you that right now. And given where he came from, Miz is a lot better than what most people thought he was gonna be. And that's real shit.
I love Miz, y'all. We will tolerate no Miz slander in these streets.
Crazy.
And if I find out, I'm gonna get you. Word to the boogeyman.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
Yes, I will. I will
He
intervene personally.
ain't gonna do nothing.
I will. I will pull up. Gladys gonna be sputtering the entire way there, but we gonna get there.
Exactly. And you're gonna be by then everybody gonna be gone.
We
Shit.
gonna get there. We gonna get there. Like I told my roommate, I don't land the plane when you want me to. I land it when I need to, and you can figure out what that means on your own time.
Chavo. He carry a hammer in his bag. He gonna bust your head. About as far as
I know my boss tried to pick up my bag like yesterday when I was leaving work because he was like, "Oh, what do you got in here?" And he felt how heavy it was. He said, "What the fuck is in this thing?" And I said,
First
"Open
of
it,
all,
and find
get
out."
your hand out of my bag. Like don't put your fucking hand on my bag. That's weird. Just touching
He was
people's
like, "You in
bags.
this little ass purse?" I said, "I'm like, it ain't. First of all, it ain't a little ass purse. This is a big bitch right here. Okay."
Even if it is, like, what the fuck? I just want to understand why he putting his hands on people's bags. That's all. Like, what
Because
he
it
do?
was like, like I was trying to like, my former lead Linda gave me like a little like, what's that thing? The hooks that stick to the wall. Command
Oh,
strips. Command strips. And because
yeah.
I was like, I need to, because I'm moving to her desk, either Friday or Saturday. So like I'm gonna take over her desk, and I'm like, oh, does the desk is the command strip that you have here, the command hook, does it can it hold my purse? And she was like, I think it could, and so I stuck it on there. And then after like about 10 minutes, it fell. And so he tried to pick it back up. He was like, "Oh, your little ass purse fell on the ground." So he went to pick it back. So he was actually doing me a nice thing, but he picked it up and found out how heavy it was. He said, "Damn, what is in here?"
Now
And
he was being nice.
I said, "Open it and find out."
Oh, okay.
And then he saw the hammer. He said, "Why?" He's like, "First of all, I'm not gonna take this out of there because that is a weapon. This is a weapon-free campus, so I cannot." He's like, "I'm not gonna take that out of there, but why is that in there?" And I was like, "I gotta defend myself sometimes." And he was like, what does that mean?" And I said, "I gotta defend myself sometimes."
Well, I mean, if I have to spell it out, then maybe you should
I
just.
was like, "I don't like guns. This is the next best thing." And then I went into, I'm like, you got to understand, I come from lawyers, so I'm like, if I am ever in the situation where I got to use it, then I do keep, and like I have a tool kit, like a tool case in my car as well. Not it don't fit the hammer that I got in there, but I have another hammer in there that I could swap it out for. But anyways, that's beside the point. But I have tools in my car, and I was so if I'm ever in the event where I need to use the hammer to defend myself, and the person I use it against tries to sue me, the thing about guns and the thing about knives is that those are weapons first and foremost. So you can be litigated against by the person you use them against for using them. But if it's a hammer, hammer is a weapon of happenstance. And I can just say, like, I have tools in my car, and this I just happened to have this in my purse at the time. I used what was readily available to me in that moment because I was under duress and I had to defend myself. So I used what I had on me, and that's how you avoid litigation.
This is ridiculous. Such a long, so unnecessary. Yes.
But you got to think about these things because stand your ground laws, like, because I
The
remember like
way
my
you
roommate,
thought all of that through is nuts.
because like my roommate has a crazy ex, like her ex fiance, like he's still around. He's a bum. He's not gonna do shit. But she's always like, if he ever tries anything, and I always tell her, I'm like, well, first of all, if he comes up here, I'm like, first of all, in order, like, if you're gonna get a gun to deal with him, you have to let him enter the house. And I'm like, and also like, if he's gonna enter the house, I will step in front of you and let him punch me in the face, so you have further proof as to why you needed to defend yourself. So I'm like, so we need
What?
to have those things happen in succession to where if you use the gun on him, it's like it is genuinely a case of self-defense. It was he physically entered the property and when he wasn't supposed to, and he caused bodily harm to a person residing within said property. So then you're covered. And I'm like,
I
and I am
am
willing to make that sacrifice. Like I will let him punch me in the face if it means, you can pew pew get him.
batshit bonkers.
You have to think about these things, people. These things matter.
I've never,
She said, babes, I've never.
never. It's never dawned on me.
Well, now it has. So take this knowledge that I've bestowed upon you all and flutter on with it.
I have had enough of your fluff because your ass is stupid, and you know you're stupid. You know he's stupid.
But y'all love it, so like stop capping.
Oh Jesus. It depends. Well, Rico done did the research, so that man know he done figured out how to circumvent the law, child.
I'm not circumventing the law. I'm just creating,
He
a
using
good
the law
scenario
to
where I
his
can win.
advantage.
It's
Definitely.
it's it's using it to my advantage. I'm working within the law. I'm not going around it. I'm working within it. This is some good shit. Y'all gonna miss it when I'm not here every Wednesday because this is my last Wednesday live. Y'all gonna miss
Yeah,
me.
that just
Y'all finna miss me. Let's stop playing in my face, please.
I can't.
I
That's
had a
not
good run though, you
premeditated
guys.
malice. It'd be premeditated if he had intent to hurt a particular person. He
Yes.
said that he's defending himself. That's different.
Because y'all know I can't fight. Like, y'all know this.
He definitely cannot.
I cannot fight. But I also, if a fight comes to me, I don't believe in a fair fight. So it's like if someone tries to fight me, I don't believe in like, oh, we gonna duke it out. No, I'm gonna start biting.
I have some ice here, please.
I'm a low blow everybody. I'm a go for the knees, for the ankles, for the groin. If you put your hands on me, I'm gonna start biting until I taste blood. Like I don't care.
Ugh.
I'm gonna start scratching. Y'all know I keep my claws on me, and the claws stay filed. They're in a coffin shape, but still.
I am done with this conversation. That's what I'm gonna say. So we're gonna start off with the XBC chat question number one. It says a rumor spread in my friend group that my boyfriend of 7 years was gonna propose to me and that he had a party set up at a particular location. So I pretended not to know about it. Why would it spread in your friend group?
And why do they tell you?
Something it don't sound right. That don't sound right to me. That sound real
It
sus.
sounds like it's a setup.
I paid the girls to do my makeup. I showed up at the address. It's a Chuck E. Cheese restaurant. My boyfriend kind of silly. He's also a father of 2 young girls, and for several years, he had promised me he was going to leave his wife.
Oh.
How he gonna
See,
propose to you when he got a wife?
it went from worse to worser.
We were together first. He then married her. They've been together 4 years and have 2 kids. Something about that don't sound right. I've been with him for 7 years, so I'm not the side hoe. She is.
Well, clearly you are the side hoe because he married.
Are you finished?
Mhm.
I mean, Peter Gunn's married his side chick and and was
Yes, but
with
it's
Tara
like you were
and was
with
with
him
Tara for like
first.
10 years. Like,
But
I don't know.
it's like this is girl.
Why?
Cause like I'm
Why?
also just trying to figure out, I'm like, so you were with him first. And then
Yes,
3 years into being with him, he married another woman.
which means he was with her while he was 3 years and 4 years with her. He was also with you, and they've been together for 4 years and have 2 kids. So he had 2 kids on you, and you
I,
proud of being with him. Okay,
she said that's my man and I'ma stand by him.
okay, right. I just figured that this was my day that he was going to propose, although he never invited me. What are you talking about? I arrived at Chuck E. Cheese and he's there with his wife and their 2 children. She said to me, "Are you the parent to one of those kids, one of the kids?" I said, "No, I'm your husband's future fiance." Pizza was thrown at me. Several people hit me, including a few kids. I ran
Oh.
back to my car. Half my wig was shredded. I'm okay physically, but my boyfriend had not checked on me, nor has he proposed. I'm so confused right now. Bitch, we know you confused, but like, my thing is, why would you walk in there and then be expecting somebody to propose to you at fucking Chuck E. Cheese? Like, make it make sense.
And if he had proposed to you at Chuck E. Cheese, that also would have been terrible.
And the wild part is she don't know nothing about you. She don't even know you exist.
And you was with him before she came
And
onto
you
the
was with
scene?
him before she got with him, and he married her and had 2 kids with her.
Y'all make me upset sometimes.
I'm too broke to have a side chick, and it makes me angry. I work 2 jobs. I bring home 2 checks, and each month I can't get on top of my bills. I asked my wife where the fuck the money is my money going. I'm deeper into debt no matter what my wife brings home. She runs an at-home business. She promotes her products on social media. She's telling me and everybody how she's a top-tier salesperson, but the money ain't reflecting that. Every dollar she gets in, she spends $3 trying to promote what she's selling. Meanwhile, I'm broke all the time. I'm not enjoying my money. I want her and our 3 kids to get out of my house before I snap. How do I evict them all in a way that doesn't paint me as the bad guy? Because I have an excellent reputation at work and among my peers, and I would like to date. You can't be a good guy and not want your kids to have a place to stay. I can low key understand you kicking your wife out because she is being irresponsible with y'all money. If she's a top
Yeah.
tier salesman, then it should be reflected in that. But given the fact that you want to cheat anyway, it really don't matter, bro. Like, at this point, you need to just go ahead and divorce your wife. You don't really have to stay in a place where you don't want to be. And it's better for you to just divorce her. But you kicking your kids out because you don't want to be a father or a husband no more is crazy. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose.
Really sure with them.
Hell no. Basketball. Uh, The kids are innocent, but he also doesn't want custody. No. Double dirtbag. He said he a double dirtbag. Fair enough. Oh, this is a short one. I caught my live-in boyfriend cheating on me the same week I found out I was pregnant by my ex. Okay. So we both are cheating on each other and just waiting for the other to say something. I'm beginning the show and I don't want him to think this is his kid, especially since my ex is pressuring me to kick him out so he can move in. Problem? My cheating boyfriend has a job that pays our bills. My ex is unemployed and fresh out of prison. I don't know what to do.
She said fresh out of prison.
Like, do you not have a job? What are we talking about? I'm not helping you. I'm not. I've had enough. I don't care. You don't care either. How you go from one evil to the next? Like you got pregnant by this nigga and you don't even you couldn't get pregnant by a nigga who had a job.
Just let it go, babes.
Question number 4. My bestie found a new man and he's an ex-con. Jesus fucking Mary and Joseph. Sorry, Lord. He's an ex-con out and I was against a relationship from day one until I met him. He's funny and resourceful. What the fuck do you mean he's resourceful? He knows how to make money when there is no money to be found. For example, he learned to cut hair in prison. He runs a mobile fade business. He will come to you to cut your hair. Okay. That sounds like that's what's up. So he asked me if I had friends. I said yes. So I hooked him up with a few guys who came over and got their hair cut. The same day, I had to get a new phone number because my ex cut off my phone. He took me to the phone store. I got a free line for him as well. We became closer than we should have been. You raggedy bitch. We started dating and he left my bestie for me. Now, see, you a fucking dirtbag. Meanwhile, he's asking me for more clients that he could line up. I contacted my cousins and he went there to line them up. He called me out of breath saying my cousins had jumped him. My cousin calls me and says that my new boyfriend tried to rob them. He's not cutting hair. He's driving around and
Oh my gosh.
he's driving around robbing people, and my cousins beat the hell out of him. So now he's coming back to my house with 2 black eyes saying that I set him up. He's a criminal and he's in my house. I want him to go back to my former bestie, but she's not even talking to me. What to do? Now you made your bed, now you gotta lay in it. That's what you get. Talking about he resourceful. Yeah, he resourceful, all right. He robbing niggas. Question number 5. We met at a Christian singles event. Oh shit. I know it's gonna be some shit. It's a Christian singles event.
And we know
And
Christians get down.
And he said he was looking for a wife and was celibate until marriage. He's a lying bastard. I was tired of dating around and I said to myself, this is a good opportunity to level up and find a spiritual man. Well, I hid my children's father from him. I have 4 children. 2 of them are by our married choir director. You are a raggedy ass bitch. So I'm dating this guy. We're getting to know each other. My children like him, and I find out this man has an unusual relationship with the choir director as well.
Oh.
I'm saying unusual because there are some things I noticed that makes me uncomfortable as a woman. I asked the choir director straight up if there was anything going on, and he said, "I'm a man of God. I love everybody."
Okay,
Well,
period.
that
Shout out
statement
to
is
the
very true.
bisexuals.
He's cool, and there's only one person in his life, and it's not me. So I don't have the right to question him about what he does with other members of the church. I feel like it's probably time that I put everything in the open and let the church know who fathered my children and that he may be sleeping with my boyfriend as well. We have a good church community and a great pastor and first lady, and let someone as rotten as the choir director run free may destroy everything we've built. I'm looking for clarity on when and how to bring this matter to the entire congregation. And you think you're gonna come out of this unscathed?
Literally. Also, if the choir director is this bad, what makes you think that the pastor and the first lady aren't
I
that bad
mean,
or
I've
worse?
been in churches where the pastor be a hoe and everybody else ain't, but ain't nobody saying nothing because it's the pastor. I've been in churches where the pastor sleeping with the first lady and the first lady sleeping with the first lady friends, and the first lady friends is constantly in her face. Like I had a pastor once that slept with one of the choir members. She would go on all of his trips when he would go to different churches to preach. She would go with him. He bought her a ring and his wife the same ring. And they both sat on the front row on the front pew at church wearing said ring.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I've
My
seen some
God.
things in my time.
And that's what I'm saying. So if the choir director is already this treacherous, what makes you think that her, because she being like, oh, we got a good pastor and a good first lady. Like, what makes you think they're good? If this man is already this reckless and he lower on the totem pole.
That man said he loved everybody. I mean, at least he honest. And unless he has a wife and children, like
He
there's
do
really
have a
nothing for you
wife.
to snitch on him about.
She said that he married.
The choir director,
Yeah, because she said that she hid the baby's father, who's the married choir director.
mm,
So
oh,
he,
two of them are by our married choir director. I don't know why
Mhm.
I read that differently.
It's okay. It's late.
Shut up, Rico. Um,
What? I'm giving you an excuse. You better take it.
I mean, I don't think really. I don't think there's nothing that. I mean, all she doing is exposing an affair, but she actively participated and she knew he was married. So there's no way you're gonna come out unscathed. If I was you, I would just go get my motherfucking check so my kids can be taken care of and go about my business. But you got to be a scandalous ass raggedy bitch to be sitting up in church in this man's wife's face, knowing you got two kids by him, and you want to expose him because he's sleeping with your man and he slept with you. I'm pretty sure it's 4 or 5 more people in that church he done slept with. You are not special. I don't know. You just as guilty. So I don't know. I don't know why we having a conversation about him when you just as guilty and you're not going to come out unscathed. In fact, this is real talk. You the woman, you more than likely are going to be seen as the Jezebel and the harlot, and he's going to be seen as the poor man who was enticed by you.
Yeah. How dare you lead him astray with your Jezebel spirit?
That's what it's going to
You,
be
you,
like.
you, you filthy seductress, temptress.
You harlot.
You have defiled the sanctity of this church.
That's what they're going to be saying. We got one more. One more. Carlos was engaged to my neighbor, Michelle, for a year when we met. They hadn't married, so he was still single to me. Okay, damn. Carlos is swollen ankle mama, ooh bitch,
Rolling.
has been staying with us temporarily. This woman eats a full breakfast every morning. A
And what's
pack
wrong
of
with
beef
that?
bacon, a half a pack of beef bacon, 3 scrambled eggs, French toast or waffles, and orange juice. The
That sounds
problem, she's
good.
eating my kids' food for 11 months. Carlos is a
Oh,
good man and he's a good father figure to my child. So I've held my tongue and I've asked her politely to not eat all the breakfast food. When I have these conversations, she turns to Carlos and says, I like it better at Michelle's house. Michelle never hid food from me. Michelle wants to get back with Carlos, so she's been sweet talking his swollen ankle mama.
oh my God. Why she
So
gotta be
basically,
swollen?
so basically, I told her I told her to go back and stay with Michelle since you had it so good over there. This woman was literally packing her bags on her way out of my house for good when she suffered a stroke at the front door. She went to the hospital and Carlos brought her back to my house. She's laying in the bed still eating my kids' food, except this time Carlos is feeding her. I need advice. No advice. You brought that demon into your house. That's your fault.
I just like. I don't get it. Like, how do y'all end up in so many situations? Let me not talk actually, because I'm like, yes, y'all end up in situations, but y'all could also look at me and say I end up in situations. So I'm actually not talk. Never mind.
No, because this is stupid. You basically lusted after your neighbor's man, and you wanted him because you didn't have nobody. And now that you got him and you got everything that comes with him, you just want his mama to get out the house. Let me tell you what his mama did. His mama pretended like she was getting ready to leave. You understand? And then she faked a heart attack at the door. They took her to the hospital because if she had a stroke, she would still be in the fucking hospital. You understand? She faked it, went to the doctor. The doctor told her she was okay to leave. And then Carlos was like, okay, Mom, I'm going to take care of you. So they came back to your motherfucking house. She did it on purpose to show you which one of them was in charge, and bitch, it ain't you. But this is what you wanted, right? Because Carlos was fine, and you saw him, and you just had to have him. Well, now you got him while he feeding your baby's food to his fat ass mom. Mm-hmm. You did that one to yourself, baby. I don't know what to tell you. But good luck and Godspeed, goddamn. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That don't make no damn sense. Well, that's it. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and lay it down after I do my nails. So make sure y'all rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back Friday. Hopefully Fridays is the go home show for before we hit Survivor Series, and it'd be a decent show. Last week was a decent show, so I'm hoping this week will also be a decent show. If you watch TNA is coming on AMC. You can watch it. AAA also comes on Saturdays still. So if you haven't watched AAA, you missed out because Dom is turned heel now because he's a part of that faction with Omos and Old Boy now. I guess they did that so they can finally take that belt off of him and give it to El Grande Americano because they want to keep El Grande as a face character. You see what I'm saying? So, if you haven't been watching AAA, please go watch it so you can keep up, okay? It's a very good time, all right? Like I said, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And as always, on Saturday is the first night of SummerSlam. And I'll go live right afterwards. I always do. We're going to have a good time talking about it. Hopefully, it's a good show. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Please, it's important. And don't forget to thumbs up the video. All of y'all that are just sitting there watching or in the comments, please give me a like, okay? And if you can hype the video, that's great too. Do it all. That'll help my stuff get out in the algorithm and more people will watch. I'll see you guys Friday.
Peace up, A-Town down.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Check out our merch and consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, special emojis, and members-only content.